Oh dear. Trying to make the video, turn the mobile on, but the sound is up because I was going to show like one of the favourite icon makeup on that child's face too. But conversion, duality, the can't quite see it, I don't think. I should be able to see it a bit. I can't believe that this beauty, you know. Oh, I think you can see it there in that one. I can't believe that. That's Oh, I need to go back to the before adulthood pictures on this. I wasn't going to do this, but it just come up. I'll just do it briefly because to me this particular Italian actress is particularly beauticious, I have to say. And so I'd noticed they haven't got too many real baby photos here, but then again there might be other ones that have better. There could be others. Oh, I don't. Yes, I think there might be some that have better. I shall try here. It's very hard for me doing this, and I've got the noise going around as usual. Quite young there. Father. I should roll that back again, I think, if I can. If I can. Lipstick, as I say, on that, so that's interesting. But on a child, there's often, I noticed that on a few of them. On the other famous movie actress. Because the way they changed the oh, I can't believe this actual photo. It is the actual I think the reason this, you know, if you saw like you have to reverse it all around. So you have to in your mind reverse this slightly and say, what if, you know, in order to see duality in these demigods, you have to reverse. Of course, as we all know, different features can appear. Men and women can share similar features. This is not abnormal, but certain characteristics you might associate more with one than the other. But these can be, you know, like you can easily you notice that like if you leave out, you know, I could be more specific, but I'm very careful because I'm sensitive about it, not just because I like the old movie stars, but the truth is the truth. I've had to, you know, but also even though these ones will look, that's interesting, you know, will look, normally this one has a very voluptuous body when it was in its youth, even as a young movie star. But this is a very early picture, and it's one I haven't seen before, and yeah. We're into adult movie stardom now, well and truly into it with these pictures. So, but they're lovely. The eyes are lovely, and the mouth unusual. But, and of course the male. I miss the male there. The reversal, which is interesting too, because you must look for the proportions. That is the thing. Not be like I am, being seduced by the face that is so unusually captivating. A family there. Oh. Reversal. Oh, I'm being fooled. Oh, I'm definitely being fooled there. I think I have been fooled there. I am being fooled there. I don't know which pictures are coming up, so it's rather hard. Even with little makeup. Whole family. Because, you know, this is like, and the showing you how they mirror the human. They do. They're the artificial demigod android, superior AI species that controls, pretends to be families, and I think, you know, the whole thing, we all know that most movie stars are a bit of a charade. We know that anyway, you know, we do, don't we? We know that they're actors and that they have to promote themselves. We're more, I think that even ones younger than me realise this probably more today, but I could be wrong about that. But, you know, they probably still buy into it though, but at the same time they might say, well, that's normal to to make up a fairy tale about certain things, because if you're an actor, you're going to act off screen and on screen, because your image is what you are selling or hoping that I will buy, to get my energy, to get my attention, because they are artificial, demigod, controller, controlling me beings that are technical in nature, and in the sense that they do not, contrary to what we think, experience or have any partaking in the higher human vibrations. They are low vibrational, possessed, some people might say demons, but they are essentially just a different species in my way of putting it. But I just have to use all the terms that different people do, because you have to realise that it does cover, it does really cover all cults, religions, beliefs and the system, but it's essentially an artificial controlled matrix Earth. It's just that humans are the energy source of it, and they're unaware that they're suppressed and that they're being controlled, and their energy is consumed from them daily. Unless you are openly suppressed like me at this late stage in my life, where they think they have it all wrapped up and they think, well, there's not much she can do about it. She's surrounded, and can do nothing about it. And because she is fairly low vibrational herself, because she's suppressed, and because they have been putting their noise, sight and sound patrol control system around me for the last 6 years now, essentially, she has little enthusiasm to even pull herself out of it, especially if you're under physical pain and you feel great fear. Fear is the key, as I said before. Fear is the key. Without fear, but how can you not be fearful when you have an armed force of patrolling, controlling people around you, realising that you're surrounded by literal hate? I mean, I could survive in any area even if I had no love around me. If it was just neutral, quite easy, and they know that too. They have to bring in extreme control, hate, for me to be at my lowest level, because I will generally try to find a little joy in little things, but they make that impossible, where everywhere you look, and if you go to sit somewhere, they bring in the noise or they bring in the people. You never got a peaceful moment, and that's something you can't show to other people. I think it's interesting that they also pretend to be part of higher vibrational past beings, those that came that were of genuine high vibration and that were looking for their own kind, not looking for these ones. No, they are of the Luciferian belief system. They worship that, they believe in that. They are your dead, dark, possessed beings. And that is, and they will present themselves as believers even in what was truth, way, truth and life. They are not the way, they are against truth because they are deceivers, and they are not life. They are not real life. They are technical, android, artificial, AI controlled beings that are here to suppress and get energy and life from real life in order for them to sustain their life, and hoping that it will give them longevity, because they know that real life goes on. And basically they think that if they can get human beings like the transhuman program, we could say, because it's like programmed, it's on it's here, it's here, it's real, it's like the computer, it's like the screen. That is transhuman, because you and I are watching the screen. We are combining with the computer. The computer is stealing your mind from you. You might say, no, how could it do that? Because these beings read human thought. They are psychic. Human beings should be 100% psychic too. But because we are in this particular earth matrix, we are denied access to our basic abilities. But the demigods, or the God entity and its disciples, have, the basic psychic ability. Through technology, they read the human thoughts of the human mind. They can infiltrate the human mind through technology, because the technology is advanced even though we don't see it. Just as I don't see the Wi-Fi through the air that brings my computer into my house and to where I can watch all the demigods and watch my own thoughts being relayed back to me through the mouths of demigods and false impersonators of human beings, which is mostly everyone and anything, regardless of what they proclaim themselves to be, on the internet or on the computer. And the computer now, as you know now, is portable. You take it around with you. So basically, it's only one step further where, like the demigods themselves, and like others in the past, have actually interacted and you could say even bred with the original created one. Like this is what happened originally. I would imagine that it'd be a bit like I don't know I think the phone might have ran out of space, but if it hasn't, I'll just keep talking, but I think it might have run out of space. But it'd be a bit like in the original thing where Lucifer came to the most divine Lucifer, in other words, divine in the sense that it's very seductive, very appealing, very suggestive, very influential, very able to get ones to follow it. Which is why so many did follow, just as Adam and Eve were seduced out of paradise or the Garden of Eden, out of the Garden of Eden into chaos and into a virtual matrix hell like we're in. Lucifer did also manage to seduce, I was told recently, a third of what was in the so-called heavenly domain, out of heaven into the unknown almost, which is the same thing, because Eve was seduced out of paradise, out of the Garden of Eden, into the unknown, into where she wouldn't have really known what would happen, by an artificial being, believing that that was somehow better than paradise, where they had full control. What more can you ask for than to be in a reality where you have dominion over it and you have every need met and your every wish is your command almost, and where it is natural and normal for you and you have a natural, normal, perfect partner to create with and to live with and to make the earth a beneficial place for yourself and your kind, instead to be seduced by something that isn't your kind, out of paradise into chaos, into the unknown, under a false pretense, offering something that they can't deliver, which is exactly what the artificial people around you will do in personal relationships. I have experienced this, where you will encounter people who are really psychopathic and artificial in nature that will appear to offer you more than what you already have. Even if you have very little, they will take that from you, and they will give you nothing, because they cannot give you anything. They are there to take from you. They are there to steal your energy, to consume your energy, because it's necessary for their life. Your negative energy or your admiration and worship, either of those two things, give them life, energy, and they hope it will give them longevity if they can get you to combine with the computer in time, even though this has already happened with most of us, in the sense that they already have read your mind and are relaying it back to you. And I do hope it's not too late, even though it is too late really at that level, because there will only be a very few that will be aware of what's happening. And even in awareness of what's happening, like myself, you're still controlled and suppressed by everything that's around you. So I don't know what will happen. I don't know what will happen.